Hello, all. It's Deep Diver here. I come with you with a new idea, with a new video for voice starvation. I call this part the Saint of the Voice. Now, I have a lot of heroes who are voice actors. Again, I wanted to be one. I really did before going to college. And I followed a lot. I'm very critical of voice acting. I know a lot. I made an audiobook. I made my book I wrote an audiobook. That's my only credit for voice acting, narrating. And one person, there's many, I might cover more if people would like to hear about, Mel Blancs, Robin Williams, Keith David, a lot of other people and their stories. And the one person I would like to talk about as the Saint of the Voice, I introduce the man they tried to shut down, the man they tried to censor, block, and destroy, but they couldn't. He wouldn't let them. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk about my hero of the voice, Sidney Poitier. Now, Sidney Poitier is an interesting actor, interesting man, and a good one. He's did a lot of amazing things. He taught me the value of sacrifice and fighting for something bigger than you. About being a hero, about being a warrior. You see, Sidney Poitier came from Haiti. He wanted to be an actor. He saw the movies and stuff and wanted to come over here. The problem was he couldn't speak a lick of English. Again, his Haitian dialect left him unprepared and ready for what happens in New York City and LA. And guess what? Some kindness happened. A local diner worker wanted to teach him English, was teaching him English, was giving him tips and learning it with him and sitting down and teaching him. And he wanted to learn. He wanted to change. He wanted to make a difference. And he's made some of my favorite movies, like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, is one of my favorite movies. Because it just showed that this man would not be stopped. He will not be questioned. He will not be censored. And he started a revolution. It was him, among other people in the same space, which I bet there's many, but in my mind, he is the most prominent because he wanted to learn English. He did so much work, so much training, and he got it. Every time he's on screen, he magnetizes my eyes. He hypnotizes you. His charisma, his composure, it's all very high level, very indicative of a very powerful, very well-knowing celebrity. And he made a difference. People who wanted to act, they owe a debt to him. In his space, not just people of African American, but people from foreign lands, people who are different, who have the will and the drive and the motivation. That's all they got. I think that's very beautiful because there's a lot of people who know they're small fries, who know they're nothing, who know they're small fish in a big pond, but they'll climb that mountain, even if they die so. Even if they have to die so to do so, they want to see how far they can go, how they can go beyond. They can evolve. They become better. And Sidney Poitier stays as a stalwart stronghold, the old guard of what happens when you don't let your voice be heard. People probably didn't want him doing it, but he did it, and he changed it. He changed the course of entertainment, of life for so many in his pursuit of the voice. Because that's all he had. Despite being quite tall, good looking, but he developed his voice. This centered around all of what pushed outwards. The interpersonalness of it all just pushed out, thinking about it. And yeah, I love Sidney Poitier, and this is kind of a preview if you want to hear more about him. I will study about him more. And he was just, I love him. Because he told the whole world, he told everybody. He said, And people said, "What? Don't do it. Don't put out this movie. It'll tick people off. It'll change lives. It'll put you in danger." And he was like, "I am Sidney Poitier. I will not be silenced. Who dares try to censor me?" And he said that in every performance, every interview, everything. He kept that same wave going consistently, that he wanted to make a difference. He wanted to change. And he knew other people did too. They did massive, massive gains for the civil rights movement because of him. And others. Again, it's just fascinating to me that one man could do it. Because personally, I thought I could make a difference. I really thought I could going through college. But now I think using this, my writings, my art, gives me an alternative way of sending a message, of using my voice. And that's what I implore people to do, is use their voice, create, do something, change. Don't just be satisfied. Don't be content to a point. Go further, go beyond. Be like Sidney. Be like these other people I'm going to cover, and be that voice, be that change. Use it as your how to find others. That's all I want to say. Thank you and good day.